Hello, my name is Caroline, and I was born in 1920 in Back Bay, where I believe to be the heart of Boston. My father was very involved at the Old South Church throughout most of his life, so I spent my time across the street at the Boston Public Library, soaking up as much knowledge as possible. I've watched the library magically transform over the years. Walking through the halls of the original building sends me back to when I was a young girl, the silent hustle of my Bostonian peers, the smell of old books, and dimly lit hallways are just as I remember. Bates Hall is the gem of the building. That was where I spent long hours studying and examining books about religion, history, and even mathematics. The space makes you feel as though you're a famous scholar brushing up on ancient writings that hold more than just words and facts, but deep secrets only few can understand. For years, every day, around noon, my family would walk across Boylston Street from the church to the library to meet me at the courtyard. When I come to visit now, I buy a hot tea and sip it while my mind drifts off to the memories of what used to be. Not much has changed except for the people who inhabit the space. Nowadays, there's a larger variety of people coming from far and near to explore the library. I feel less of a minority these days when I see women of all ages coming to share the space peacefully alongside men, and people of all races equally welcomed and accepted. As I got older and started my family, I spent less time in the library, but I watched from the sidewalks of Copley Square as major transformations were made. In 1972, the construction began on the Johnson addition to the library, and from there on everything had changed. The entire atmosphere had adapted to its surrounding community, and the way urban life was changing. Although I had always seen the library as a public space, I began to notice that not only was it public, it was also accepting and inviting. Different resources were being provided to people of all ages, and the range of literature expanded immensely. The library has been changing and growing, especially after the renovations were completed in 2016. The opportunities that are now provided amaze me. What the library has to offer now seemed unimaginable to me years ago. I still believe that there is room to grow, especially with our ever-changing city. My biggest hope is that they find a way to organize a system that helps the homeless people of our city who surround the library as a place of shelter to find a fresh start. This is an idea that I've been curating for a while now. If only there was a way to incorporate the public atmosphere of the library in a homeless help center. It could be right in the space. Volunteers could provide food, shelters, and bathing facilities that would coincide with the programs the library could offer: training, job opportunities, and rehab groups. This way the homeless could be seen as a part of the library's community rather than an exiled group that lines the perimeter of it. With the direction the library has grown, I can see this in its future, and as my time is dwindling, I can only hope that someday it will become the reality. So special in my heart, I hope that it can touch as many people as possible in the way that it had touched me.